W of the year. Looking at the standings, the Cardinals sit in second place in the National League Central, only a game and a half back. The Brewers are atop the division. They have a small game and a half advantage over second. The Los Angeles Dodgers paid visit to the Valley of the Sun to take on the D-backs, and it was Arizona who emerged in this one. The score was 2-1. Brandon McCarthy pitched into the ninth inning and collected the win on the mound. He only allowed one earned run. Heading into today, the Diamondbacks are in third place in the NL West. They're 15.5 games out of first. The Dodgers are atop the division. They have a commanding 7.5 game advantage over second. The San Francisco Giants paid visit to the Rockies at Coors Field, and the Rockies came away with the win. The score was 8-5. Wilin Rosario turned in a nice performance offensively with 3 base hits. Jhoulys Chacin threw the ball well and picked up his 13th win of the year. At the moment, the Rockies are in second place in the NL West, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race. The Giants are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Detroit Tigers were in Boston to take on the Red Sox, and it was Detroit who was victorious. The score was 3-1. Rick Porcello was impressive on the bump, earning his 12th victory of the season in the process. As of today, the Red Sox are in third place in the AL East, 13 games out. The Tigers sit in third place in the American League Central. They're 7.5 games out of first. The Blue Jays were in the Big Apple to play the Yankees, and it was the Yanks who came away victorious. Final score was 4-2. Randy Austin was phenomenal at the plate, picking up 2 round trippers. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. Michael Pineda earned the victory on the mound, his 8th of the season. Right now, the Yankees are in 4th place in the AL East. They're 15 games back. The Blue Jays are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Rays paid visit to the Orioles in Baltimore, and it was the O's who came away victorious. Final score was 5-2. Joel Caruso was hot at the plate, collecting 3 hits in the game. He also extended his hitting streak to a modest 8 straight. Chris Tillman was impressive on the bump, earning his 12th victory of the season in the process. Looking at the standings, the Orioles are in second place in the AL East, 5.5 games back. The Rays are atop the division. They are enjoying a 5.5 game advantage. The Twins were on the south side of Chicago to take on the White Sox, and it was the Twins who came out on top. The final was 12-4. Brian Dozier launched a pair of home runs and drove in 4 along the way. Dave Shimizu was very much in control on the mound, earning the victory as he pitched 8 full while allowing only 1 unearned run. Heading into today, the White Sox are in 4th place in the AL Central, 9 games back. The Twins are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Padres were in Cleveland doing interleague battle with the Indians, and it was Cleveland who was victorious. The final was 1-0. Mark Zepchenski earned his 10th victory on the season out of the pen. As of today, the Indians are sitting atop the AL Central. They have a 3-game cushion. The Padres sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division. They're 15.5 games out of first. The Houston Astros took on the Royals at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, and it was the Stros who pulled out the victory, 7-0. Brett Oberholzer twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound for the victory. At the moment, the Royals sit in 2nd place in the AL Central Division, but they currently hold a spot in the AL wildcard race. The Astros sit in last place in the American League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Rangers were in Anaheim to take on the Angels, and the Halos were victorious, the final 5-3. Howie Kendrick led the charge offensively with 3 knocks in the contest. C.J. Wilson earned the win on the mound, his 11th of the year. Looking at the standings, the Angels sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division. They're 19.5 games out of first. The Rangers are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd place. The A's were in Seattle to take on the Mariners. The Mariners came away with the win, 8-3. Carlos Quinton was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs. Taijuan Walker earned the win on the mound, his 11th of the year. Heading into today, the Mariners are in 4th place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first. The A's are 2nd in the division, but they currently lead the AL wildcard race. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.